What's going on? Mark Kearns using hashtag trade. Who is the biggest name rumored to be traded?
Does Cam Newton count? Like, biggest name is not the best player. I don't think there's another former NFL MVP on the trade block, so I'm gonna go with Cam Newton.
I would say right now the trade that's got the most people talking is probably Derek Carr, though.
Maybe Stefon Diggs, and I think also Lev Bell makes sense too.
Ooh, Lev Bell. That'd be a lot of fun. One of our most loyal watchers, 6 of 1. What up, girl? Do we think Lev Bell will get moved? I do.
I think they're going to try to move Lev Bell, and the Jets have been, well, I guess they've just been the Jets at this point in terms of the way he...
Sorry,
Dad. You're from the area. Your dad's a fan. You know what I'm talking about.
I used to work for the Jets.
The Jets don't operate well, and they have some regime issues in terms of transitioning there. Adam Gase clearly did not want Lev Bell.
Yep.
The issue with the potential trade here is that even if you do trade him, you're still paying a premium for Lev Bell.
Yeah.
If you're another NFL team, you're going to be taking on almost, I think 13 plus million? I don't know if a team wants to pay that right now. Now, next year, maybe it makes a little bit more sense if only for a cut. But they will explore it, but I don't think you're going to be getting much back in a trade unless you're eating salary if you're the Jets.
So we'll ask you guys this question. Do you think Le'Veon Bell will get traded? Y for yes or your N for no. Make sure that you're using hashtag trade to get your questions here on our show. That tells producer Dylan which ones to bring on. And remember, you guys are watching an NFL trade Q&A by Chat Sports. Looks like got triple X. Okay, should the Cowboys trade for Pat Peterson or Darius Slay?
I think you kind of run into the same issues there, that if you trade for one of them, not only are you, A, giving up a premium draft pick, probably in the top 75 or so, or at least around, maybe I'll say top 85 since Cowboys round 3 pick. If you're doing that, you're also paying a lot of money when you extend those guys. So there aren't very many NFL teams that want to pay for a cornerback top-end money, give up a premium draft pick, when that corner in reality is probably entering his last contract, or at least
Slay's 29, Peterson's 30?
Yeah, and that's probably their last big contract. So,
and Slay laughed at the idea on Twitter of somebody paying him $15 million.
I am intrigued by it. I think Slay would take 14, I think. But I'm intrigued by it, but I also want to figure out what the actual exact price is.
Okay. Triple X, appreciate the question. Let's go to Yanis Lee. What's going on? Stefon Diggs to the Patriots for their 23rd pick.
If that is the trade that goes down, I think the Vikings don't get enough back. Because Diggs' contract is so cheap for the next 3 years, when you're not even paying him like a top 10 receiver, it's going to be a top 20 receiver by the end of that deal. That's inherently valuable. Because unlike Darius Slay or Patrick Peterson, you've got Stefon Diggs for multiple years. You don't need to pay him. So I think the asking price begins with a first-round pick, and frankly is probably a lot more than that. Now, if Diggs throws a hissy fit and kind of forces his way out, maybe that's about the right price tag. But, Yanis, I do think New England makes a lot of sense for Stefon Diggs.
Especially if you're trying to get old Tom Brady to come back. Because they only have, $30 million in cap space?
They don't have a ton of cap space. Brady's going to take up some of that there. And I think the Patriots would be a great fit for Diggs as well.
Yanis, get a picture. Speaking of pictures, get one, Anthony. All right, what do the Dolphins have to give up? The trade for both Trent Williams and Quinton Dunbar. So, Anthony, it's a good question. Appreciate it. Make sure that you guys are using hashtag trade. They have money. Money's definitely not an issue.
I
think Trent Williams actually ends up staying.
Yeah, I think the Redskins have made their peace with Trent Williams. Dunbar could be available. I'd say in terms of value, maybe you're getting an early second-round pick for Trent Williams back. In a trade, you're not going to get a first, I don't think, at this point. Dunbar, maybe it's around a third-round pick, and if you're Miami, it's a second and a third there. I think at that point, it just becomes your late first-round pick, number 26 overall for the Dolphins. I think that gets it done. You get 2 starting caliber players. Redskins don't have a first or a second-round pick. Maybe that's about the right price tag there.
I just saw somebody's name. My ball, Zach Ertz.
I don't know why you felt the need to read that out loud.
Yeah, well, but that's what happens here on NFL Daily. That's what you're getting. Also, if you want your questions featured on the show, an easy way to do it is the Super Chat. And shout out to my man, Mark Martinez. Next round's on me.
He's trolling me.
Taysom Hill to the Cowboys.
He's trolling me. I refuse to engage with this one. Thank you for the Super Chat, Mark. The answer's no.
Taysom Hill to the Cowboys.
For what? What's he going to do?
Is he better than Cooper Rush?
Yes, but why would I be giving up a draft pick, a second-round pick, because that's at least what the teams are going to tender him as, for a backup quarterback? That's bad.
6 of 1 comments. Thanks for triggering Tom, Mark.
No.
Trigger Tom, send in super chats about Taysom Hill to the Cowboys.
I respect the hell out of Mark for trolling me, though.
Much love, my man, Mark. All right, go sponsor. Go support our sponsor of today's show, BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. If you want to go bet on NBA, MLB, I don't know if I'd bet on the Astros, but you can go bet on some XFL games as well. And if you want to bet on who's going to win the XFL championship, we got the latest odds for you. But make sure when you go to chatsports.com/bet, you use our promo code NFL120. It gets you 120% deposit bonus. So if you put down $50, you get 60 for free. You put down 100, get 120 for free. You can put up to $500, get 600 for free. Go bet on the XFL games. I'm telling you, it's actually a lot of fun. All right, back into some of these questions now. Make sure that you're using hashtag trade, or you can super chat us like, I always get this guy's name wrong. Frederico.
There you go.
I don't know. Okay. Frederico, appreciate the super chat. We will get to the question. Let's see here. Trade Derek Carr to the Texans for a second and a second.
It's really tough on Mitch when you guys don't use good grammar.
I mean, this is a tough one in general. All right, what is it then? Trade Derek Carr for a second this year, a second in 2021?
I think DC is Derek Carr, and that's who the Houston Texans get for 2 second-round picks, which makes absolutely no sense.
I would take that in a heart for 2 second-round picks.
Yeah, but Houston tells you to. I almost dropped the F-bomb there. Houston tells you to go away.
I mean, you already dropped the C word on today's show, so what's the cousin? You go for it.
I think in terms of the XFL DC defenders, he means Cardell Jones.
Okay.
But I don't know what. I guess you can make him your backup. That's fine. For the record, no XFL player is going to start year one in the NFL. Like, come on, guys. They've all had their chances.
Somebody super chat $10 will make Tom drop the F word. All right, let's go to the Po Pos.
I'll do it.
Cowboys trade Chidobe Awuzie for Snacks Harrison.
I assume.
Or maybe actual snacks. I'm not sure. Since it is lowercase.
I actually took this as snacks, like actual food items. I think Damon Harrison makes a lot more sense, though.
Right or left?
I actually don't do that trade if I'm the Cowboys.
Okay.
Look, Damon Harrison fits what they need for sure at defensive tackle, but then you have a giant gaping need at cornerback. That's kind of a huge issue there. I know that Awuzie's the boogeyman for a lot of Cowboys fans. He's not nearly as bad as some of you guys think. Is he a great number 2? Absolutely not. Look around the rest of the NFL. You can be doing a whole lot worse, folks.
Let's go to my man, Nathan. What's up, dude? So, Kenny Moore tweeted at Darius Slay yesterday, sign of things to come. What would a deal with Indy look like? Also, we all heard what you said, Tom. If everybody heard what Tom said, type C. Because you know it.
I said cousin, and then you interrupted me, so I stopped, and it sounded not great, but I said
I know
cousin
what you said.
For the record.
Uh-huh.
And if I offended anybody, I'm sorry. That probably doesn't help.
Sounds guilty. Sounds guilty.
It probably starts with draft picks. The Colts have 2 second-rounders. I'd say that's about the right price tag. My issue is that don't listen to what NFL players tweet. They don't have power. They don't have any influence there. I'd say one of your seconds, maybe your earlier second, if you really want to get it done, makes sense there. I think that early pick makes sense. But the Colts historically like to build to the draft. I don't think that's really their typical MO.
Nathan Barnhart, appreciate the super chat. Make sure everyone watching right now uses hashtag trade to get your questions here on our Q&A, or you can super chat. We will get to the other one. Let's go to Herdeep. What up, my man? Get a pick. Derek Carr for second-round picks to the Patriots. So I'm guessing it's just Derek Carr to the Patriots for a second-round pick.
Which they don't have this year.
Correct. Neither team does.
I don't really think the Patriots should be giving up a second-round pick for Derek Carr.
I could not agree with you more.
Okay, you're on board.
Okay. So if you had to pick one, though, to trade for, who would you go with? Cam Newton type 1 or Derek Carr type 4? Okay, so Cam Newton to me, it's been 6 or 7 straight games dude hasn't thrown for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. He's clearly not healthy, but this is based on him being healthy, okay? So I want you to pick one to trade for. Type 1 for Cam, type 4 for Derek.
My risk reward is a lot higher on both ends of the spectrum with Cam Newton, because if he gets back to form, oh baby, I'm cooking with gas now at quarterback. And if he gets hurt again, I'm screwed. Derek Carr, meanwhile, I know what he is. He's not going to throw the ball deep. Now, he has in the past couple of years for Oakland. You bring him in, he's going to be safe and reliable. He's just not going to be a big-time playmaker for you. At least I don't think he's going to be at this point in his career. Maybe a scheme change fixes that, but it's not what he's been the past few years for Oakland.
Let's go to this next super chat rolling in here. No? Lost it? Okay, so make sure that you guys are using hashtag trade. We will get back to it. Let's go to King D. Newton to the Bears for a second and a third. Again, I don't think you give up a second and a third for a quarterback that you still don't know about.
Yeah, and the Bears, by the way, don't have a third-round pick, so that's an issue there. I think a second-round pick might
Stanley
be
Patterson says Cam is done.
Might be the right price tag if he's healthy.
Correct.
I think we'll know more about his medical when we get to mid-March. If it checks out, maybe they do try and trade him. If not, I think you're going to have to move on at that point.
Let's go to the Angry Orange. Mark Kearns, what's up, my dude? Should the Lions...
He's smiling.
I actually think that's what it's called. Should the Lions trade Matthew Stafford, the third pick, and a second-round pick to the Dolphins for the fifth?
Wait a minute. So you are giving up a quarterback...
Correct.
The third overall pick,
yep.
A second-round pick,
yep.
For a lower pick than what you gave up. Mark, I know you watch a lot. I think you've mixed up your picks somewhere in there, because not only are the Lions eating a bunch of dead money and saving literally negative dollars, they're trading down and giving up an extra pick. So that doesn't make any sense to me.
All right, super chat, but I feel like you should read the name since you already said it.
Sure. From Mike Hunt. Cowboys trade for Carr and sign Taysom Hill as a change of pace quarterback.
So now you said it twice.
I said Hunt. Clear as day. Don't put that evil out in the universe, Mike.
Mike who?
If we are throwing out the idea of do this so you have a change of pace quarterback, I'm not interested. I'm not. Taysom Hill's not a franchise guy. I know I'm saving money, I guess, although you probably have to pay Taysom Hill a little bit of money there. You guys have triggered me really well today, and I love you all for it, but this is not a route that I want to go for the Dallas Cowboys.
You guys are killing it. You guys are killing it today. Shout out to Mike Hunt for the super chat, and I'm going to hook you guys up with some gears now.
Said it pretty clearly.
Maybe you'll want this gear, Tom. So go to chatsports.com/NFL sale. We got gear up to 50% off. T-shirts, hats, jackets, sweatshirts, and so much more. But take advantage of our deals because they're not going to last forever. Flying off the shelves. Chatsports.com/NFL sale. Hats. And again, it's not just the teams that you see on screen. It's whatever team that you love. You can get it. Chatsports.com/NFL sale. All right, make sure that you guys are using hashtag trade. And make sure that you guys are using, well, I guess the super chat button because you're absolutely killing it. So, what are your NFL trade ideas? So, I guess if you can come up with a crazy radical trade idea,
you guys have triggered me pretty well so far today with Taysom Hill moves and trades and signings and all that kind of stuff. But
so Jacob just got a super chat. We will get to it, Jacob. We will get to it. So make sure that you guys are using it. Okay, quick, got it. If Calais Campbell gets traded, what does he go for, and who goes after him? So you got to remember the Jags right now they're at what minus like $1 million in cap space.
They're going to be fine the second they decline the option on Marcel Darius. They're going to be in great shape. I don't necessarily love his fit, but I think Miami or Buffalo, they have the money to afford him. They have the need at defensive end / defensive line. Maybe the Bucks, throwing them out as an option. Those are teams with cap space available. In terms of what he goes for, a second? I'm not sure what Campbell's market is because even if you bring him in, you can afford him. He's not overly expensive, but he is kind of on the upper end. He doesn't have much time, I don't think, in the NFL. It's not like you're getting a prime young player. Maybe it's a third rounder. Anything below that, though, I am passing if I'm the Jags.
Let's go to this next one here, rolling in from Cody Austin. Get a picture. Okay, so Cam Newton to the Chargers for a second and to Rod Taylor.
I actually don't hate that. Of
course,
course, it it has to. The medical for Cam Newton has to check out. I don't really know if Tyrod Taylor really helps out the Panthers that much, because you would, in reality, here's what you do. Cam Newton for a second to LA and a pick swap in round 1. Chargers drop down a spot. Carolina moves up one. That way, the Chargers are out of the picture for a quarterback unless they want to move it. They don't have the assets now. And the Chargers there are now out of the picture as well. So Chargers are out of the picture. Excuse me. Carolina could still move up. I totally botched that. I'm sorry, guys. The Chargers now are out of the picture for the quarterback race as I restart to make it easier. Carolina moves up one spot. Chargers don't have the assets to move back up anyway. Carolina can either stay pat, get a Justin Herbert, or move up a couple spots and maybe go get Tua if they want to with that extra second round pick.